A new reality doesn't arrive. You build it, one decision at a time. "10 months. That's how long I stayed in the job I'd dreamed about for years. If you had asked me then, I would have told you I'd finally made it. I was the continuous improvement manager for a newly opened shared service center in Costa Rica, working for one of the top 3 companies in its industry. I had an incredible team, the freedom to build a culture from the ground up, the highest salary I'd ever earned. On paper, everything looked exactly the way I'd imagined it. So why would I walk away? The answer begins years before I ever accepted that job. Years earlier, I underwent surgery to replace the damaged disc between my L5 and son vertebrae with an artificial disc. The surgery was supposed to give me my life back. Instead, an infection developed around the implant. Because of where it was, and because my body didn't respond to several antibiotics, it took nearly 5 months to eliminate. Eventually, the infection disappeared. The pain didn't. No one could see it, but every morning it was there before I even got out of bed. Every workday started with pain medication just to make it through the day. Every evening ended the same way. Walk my dogs, cook dinner, prepare meals for tomorrow, then sit in the one corner of my worn-out couch where my back hurt the least, and repeat, day after day. People often say, "You look fine." Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones no one else can see. Living with constant pain slowly changed something else. My mind. Depression became another part of my routine. ADHD made it even harder to quiet the constant noise in my head. Eventually, I wasn't chasing success anymore. I was simply trying to survive another day. After another medical leave and psychiatric treatment, I returned to work knowing I had a decision to make. I could keep living the life I'd worked so hard to build, or I could risk building a completely different one. 10 months after starting my dream job, I resigned, not because I'd stopped loving it, because I knew I couldn't keep living the way I was. For more than 20 years, I'd worked in accounting, finance, workforce management, continuous improvement, automation, and leadership. Every role taught me something. Every project revealed another pattern. Without realizing it, I'd been building my own productivity framework for years, a system that helped me consistently achieve, and often exceed, my goals. But one question kept coming back. What if everything I'd learned could help people beyond the companies where I'd worked? Around that same time, AI changed what one person could build. For the first time, someone with enough curiosity could become a designer, a developer, a writer, a marketer, and a founder. Not because AI replaced those skills, because it accelerated the process of learning them. So I started learning every day. Software development. I designed. Automation, marketing, everything I needed to transform ideas into products. I wasn't building with a team. I wasn't backed by investors. There were moments when I had to decide between holding on to what I had and investing in the future I believed God was leading me toward. One of those moments was selling my iPad to pay for my Apple developer subscription and Claude. It wasn't a dramatic sacrifice. It was simply the next investment in the future I was trying to build. One app became 2, then 5, then an ecosystem of ideas. Today, those ideas are becoming the ecosystem, a growing collection of tools designed to help people become more productive, think more clearly, and stay in control of their own data. Privacy isn't an afterthought. It's one of the foundations. Whenever possible, AI runs locally on the user's own device. The cloud is optional. Your data belongs to you. Technology should serve people, not the other way around. But if I'm honest, this story isn't really about apps. The apps are simply the evidence of something much bigger. This is a story about purpose. Looking back now, I can finally see that the seasons I wanted to erase became the seasons that shaped me the most. Not because suffering is good. I would never wish chronic pain or depression on anyone, but because God didn't waste them. My faith changed the way I saw everything. Jesus' parable of the talents challenged me in a way I couldn't ignore. For a long time, I think I was protecting what God had given me instead of multiplying it. Experience, knowledge, creativity, leadership, the desire to solve problems. Those gifts weren't meant to stay inside my head. They were meant to serve other people. Romans 8:28 says that God works all things together for the good of those who love him. Not some things, all things, the victories, the disappointments, the detours, even the pain, especially the pain. Today, the first products are ready. The next chapter is beginning. I don't know exactly where this journey will lead, but for the first time in a long time, I know why I'm moving forward. This channel isn't just about productivity, or AIE, or entrepreneurship. Those are simply the tools. This channel is about building a life with purpose, learning relentlessly, creating things that genuinely help people, and sharing the journey, the successes, the failures, and everything in between. Because if my story has taught me anything, it's that sometimes the life you think you're losing is the very thing making room for the life God is calling you to build. A reality that often begins long before you can see it. One decision, one lesson, one act of faith at a time. Welcome to Be Productive. Welcome to my journey. I hope it helps you build yours. The reality you're living today is the result of yesterday's decisions. The reality you want begins with the decisions you make today. Build your new reality. Trust that expresses itself in faithful action, one decision at a time. Just do one thing,